what was your first reaction like when you heard that call that I was getting a divorce?
I took it. It did not worry me. I was only thinking how you do with the kids. That's the first thing I was thinking. Because divorce matter now don't be so rampant. I not go school, how I go to color.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, you're correct.
If you allow divorce, may it affect you, the man or the woman, it will affect you. For this world today, anything that happen with a purpose. Anything that happen with a purpose, if you are a child of God, because he talks that the thoughts I have for you are thoughts of peace and not thoughts of evil. Before God want allow the two people for join together, then Allah again, you want here na divorce. It means that God knows everything. Maybe if you the woman or the man, you tighten up, you by force yourself for that marriage, you don't know what will become tomorrow. That's one thing with this one, divorce today.
And I feel like you've always had that mindset, like everything happens for a reason. Like whatever happens, it has been designed to happen that way, you know. And the fact that, like, let me put it this way. When I was married, I was going through like difficulties in my marriage, right? I never for a day told my mom in like my family, despite like the fact that I have like a good relationship with my family, you know what I mean? I never for a second told anybody, which I think comes from like that mentality where I got married really early, you know. Then I was like living in a strange land where I knew nobody, I didn't have any relative. So like my husband and my kids were like my family, you know. So I guess back to like the mentality where growing up, it was like, okay, if you're going through something in your marriage, try to like work it out, try to sort it out, try to have that communication, you know. And every time I try to have like the communication, it don't go well, you know. And I still kept that in. I didn't tell nobody in my family, not even my mom right here. The only time they heard about it was me giving a call back home like, we're getting a divorce. What happened? He cheated, you know. Sometimes I don't know, like with recent days, like, is that like a good way, you know? Do you sit back like the African way, like if you're going through like issues with your family, you know, with your husband, let me put it that way, you just sit back and swallow it all? Do you share it with like your family, which is very important? I feel like
you can get advice from there.
Yeah, but I feel like the reason why I really kept quiet too was the fact that, okay, I was in a strange land, and even if I were to say something, I felt like, well, what's it gonna do? You know, I would have gotten like advice. I would have gotten advice from you, but the fact that I was like in a strange land, I didn't know anybody, I didn't want to put like that burden on you especially. That's how I felt as a child, let me put it that way. But in like 20, you're not a child, right? So, but that was how I felt, because first of all, it's like I left my family, you know what I mean? Like that notion, like, okay, you young and stuff like that. Even though, okay, they're happy, like, okay, you travel out of the country, but at the same time, that worry inside where it's like a child is going to a place where they don't know anybody. But it was like, okay, that was what you wanted, you know, that was what I wanted. I brought the man, you know what I mean? My family did not bring the man like, okay, you have to marry this man. I brought the man, so I felt like that was something that I had to deal with. I didn't want to put that burden on my family, like, okay, them worrying like, okay, you by yourself. They're like, okay, how is this child going to succeed by herself? All these troubles and stuff like that. But yeah, I see what you're saying, and this is the first time I'm really sitting with my mom. We're just talking this evening, like just chit chat, and this pop up. This is the first time that I'm really talking about
if
this.
If it is back home, let me just say, if it is in Africa, we don't worry. Oh yeah, bring the children to me. Let me help you, begin to help you. Your sister will take one. Your sister will take one. You be strong, but abroad, nobody.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah. So
that is why I say, how can I call it? No matter what, forgive the other partner and people will move on, because it is very dangerous.
Yeah. If I was back home, right, there's no way I would have carried that burden in my heart for years. If I was back home, there's no way, because I knew like my mom was gonna like take my kids. When when I was going through divorce, my daughter was 10 months old. Okay, she is 6 now, about to be 7 next month, and my oldest son was like I think 8. And my other son was like 6. So can you imagine, like, in this country, okay, all by yourself, and you have to take care of 3 kids by yourself? That's why I was like, okay, I need some kind of help, you know. And my mom had to like just come.
Is the Lord's doing?
It's saving grace
that, you know. God brought me immediately.
Yes. Yes. And everything happens for a reason, like you said, like everything in life happens for a reason. Because to be honest, like, I don't know, I have no idea how I would have like coped with these kids, you know, without my mom. And the fact that I didn't even when I said I didn't tell my family, what makes you think like I'm going to tell like my friend? I had friends around that when I was getting a divorce, they were like, what happened? You know what I mean? Because I was like that kind of person that always kept to myself. You know, you can be my best friend, okay? You can be my friend, but you only know what I put out for you to know. If I don't want you to know something about me, you're not gonna know. That was just me, you know. I always kept like things to myself, like, okay, tell me something, your secret is safe with me. I was that kind of person.
If he decides that he wants to go, allow him to go. If she decides that she wants to go, because God has a purpose for everything.
But hey guys, we're not gonna make this video long. Like I said, we're just chit-chatting with my mom this evening. This is a discussion that we've not had like talked about, like, okay, how she felt when she heard I was getting a divorce. So we're just talking about this evening. You can see we're like, when you're ready, it's evening.
We're feeling too cold here.
It's cold and
cold.
We're just chilling, chillaxing. My daughter always said chillaxing, and we just thought about this and wanted to talk about it. So I guess this boils down to like sharing stuff with your family, you know. Make your family, your mom understand.
Except you don't know the kind of mom that you have. Don't hide stuff from your mom. Always be open to your family. But I'm saying, like, I tell you guys, the reason why I wasn't open, if I was back home with her, I would have opened up to her. I did not open up to her because I was worried about, like, okay, like, how is she gonna feel? What is she gonna be thinking? The fact that I'm here by myself, there's nobody to help me, you know. I felt like that would be like more stress for her. Let me just deal with the stress instead of dragging her into the stress. That's how I felt, like my little mind then. That's how I felt, you know. But looking back now, it's different, you know what I mean? I'll be able to like talk to her, sit down and tell her, like, okay, this is what is going on, and get advice, you know. At least if you told me, I could have not fly like a bird and come here. I would have been praying for you, praying that God should take care of you and the kids. Because you cannot tell somebody
to stay if they don't want to stay. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video,
my people,
and we'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces. Mommy, thank you. I should have told you. I'm sorry. I should have told her.